Welcome back to this episode. We are flying from the Dominican Republic to Miami to Tulum, Mexico. We split this trip up 5 days in the Dominican Republic and 5 days in Tulum, Mexico. Our feet are going to hit 3 countries in one day.
Well, we made it to country number 2 for the day. We're in Miami. On to country number 3. Woo!
As we land in Mexico, we go to get our car and have to wait 2 hours just to get it. We checked in to our Airbnb at Mystic in Tulum, Mexico. It was absolutely gorgeous. And because of this apartment, we also got free access to Mystic Beach Club, which you will see later on in this episode on our beach day.
That is the reception desk. This is the lobby.
I didn't do a room tour, but I did take some great photos of the Airbnb of Mystic. It had a massive pool. It had sunken living rooms in the pool. It had a kiddie pool. The vegetation and flowers were absolutely gorgeous and well maintained throughout the entire property. And we did have our own access from our bedroom or room to the center of the building, which is where the pool is. And every day we went to the same place for breakfast at Celio. It's called The Heaven. All organic, absolutely delicious. Next, we are off to cenotes for the entire day. We went cenote hunting. I think we hit up like 4. The first one was the car wash. We absolutely loved it. I think the second one was Grand Cenote. Couldn't tell you what the other ones were called because I just didn't write it down. The water was crystal clear. We were the first ones there, and there's an alligator that lives there. And he ended up swimming off into the cave, which is where apparently he goes every day while people are swimming. Bring your snorkel gear for this one. It is amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend the car wash cenote. You could easily spend all day there. I think we did spend like 3 hours there. And there is a crocodile or alligator or whatever
My
it is.
first jump into a cenote ever.
It's cold, right?
No, that was fun. That was so much fun.
Yeah. Recording.
This is so Tulum. So Tulum. Woo!
Next, we're off to the Grand Cenote. There was a cave that you could swim under, and you did see some sea turtles. It was very crowded on that one. It was not our favorite. Our favorite was the car wash cenote. Here is cenote number 3 for the day.
Oh, this is so pretty. Little walkway to the cenote. Yay, cenote number 3.
That's the third one.
Yeah.
This is cenote number 3. It had a great platform to jump off of as well. Not as great as the first one. Still a lot of fun and absolutely gorgeous. There were a lot of gnats and mosquitoes at this one, so make sure to bring your bug spray or peppermint oil like we like to use.
I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
Just gotta remember to go to the rope.
Yeah, let's go on the rope. That's the key.
Cenote number 4 was a lot of fun. We stayed here for a couple hours.
That was fun.
Spins you round and round, puts you back on stable ground.
Welcome to our beach day. We did get a beach pass with Mystic Beach Club because of our Airbnb.
Hear it.
The seaweed has been a problem down on the coast of Mexico. Make sure to check the website and see how it's doing. Or if it doesn't bother you, no big deal. Seaweed is seaweed. Just comes and goes. And the water is still crystal clear.
I think so.
And some of the resorts are doing a really good job of clearing it off. Some of them just kind of leave it. If it rains, it will wash it out back out to sea as well.
I think so.
It did start to rain on our beach day, so we decided to call it a day after we had some delicious coconut shrimp and some cocktails and laid in these lovely recliners for a little while until the storm moved in. Now it's time to get ready for our fancy dinner at Taboo.
So Tulum.
We are massive fans of a YouTube channel called Trips with Tim and Finn, and they did a Tulum video, and we kept saying "So Tulum" the whole trip. This is definitely a party spot if you want to go party. This is our appetizer, the Nigerian shrimp, and then we have our main course, the filet mignon that we both got. Sorry for the screaming. The saxophone player was amazing. When you order water, you get a bucket of grapes and water on its own little bench. We had such a great time at Taboo.
So today we are going on a very fun adventure. We are going four-wheeling through the jungle. We are going to zip line across the top of the jungle. And we are going to swim in some cenotes in the jungle. And then we're gonna rappel. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Did not get the really high zip line. I was so terrified because we were so high up, but it was a lot of fun. We were blessed with a traditional Mayan blessing in order to be able to swim in the cenote. When we went in the cenote, we did swim deep into that cave to where it was pitch black. It was so much fun, and we learned a lot about stalagmites and stalagmites, I believe. And the rappelling, we thought it was going to be a little bit more, but you get what you get with a tour sometimes. And then we walked around Tulum. It was just a lot of fun. So much to see, we hardly scratched the surface. We cannot wait to go back to Tulum and see what else we've missed and see what else we can explore. Back at Celio for breakfast. It was so delicious. And then it was time to walk up and down the beach area of Tulum, and we found a great spot for lunch. As you walk up and down the area of the beach road, there is a ton of places that you can stay. There's boutique hotels. There's also a lot of great restaurants. All of the food that we had was absolutely delicious, and it's all right on the beach, which is fantastic. So you always have a view. And a mojito is necessary. I decided to take a little stroll from lunch to the beach and take a little look around and see what they had to offer at this beach place. So all of the beach places are very separated in Tulum, but as long as you're eating and drinking, I believe it's free to enter all the beach clubs, but you do need to order a drink at least. Now this was our last day, and the next day we are off to Cozumel to get to the Cozumel airport, and that took all day. It decided to pour rain, and we had no idea how hard it was going to be to find our car rental drop-off. But we found it. We grabbed some lunch at Senor Froggy's, and they lied to us and said that the ferry that pulled us was not ours, and it was. So we almost missed our ferry, but we got it. Don't forget to grab yourself a cocktail while you wait for your ferry.
It looks like we're still gonna make our ferry. That makes us very happy that we're gonna make our ferry. Beautiful water. Cozumel, here we come.
This is what happiness looks like when you make your ferry, and yes, they played loud music the whole trip. Well, we made it to Cozumel, now off to the Cozumel airport to head home.
It has been an interesting day, to say the least. So it was raining so bad that we decided to leave for Cozumel early. I'm really glad that we did, because it has taken us all day to get to the airport. We couldn't find the car rental drop-off. We found it, thank goodness. That took forever. Don't use Thrifty. Then we got some lunch, took the ferry over here to Cozumel. We made it through security, and now we're just waiting for a flight. And it is, oh my gosh, it's, 4:30, and our flight will be here very, very soon. So it has been a success. It's been a wonderful trip. We have loved it so much. And Mexico, we will definitely be back.
It was a fun way to get my first 2 stamps in my passport. Now back home to Texas to plan the next trip. Come along for the next adventure with us.